Hi guys, and welcome to DIY Ideas, and welcome to a new pattern tutorial. Today I'm going to show you this really cute star pattern. So you can see always we have these centers and then these stars going from out there. And it's really cute. I on purpose used a unicolored wool so you can see the actual pattern much better. And yeah, so that you don't get distracted basically by the colors. How exactly did this? I'm gonna show you now. Have fun! Alright guys, so here we are with this wool. It's called Woolly Hugs Charity. It's 75% wool, 15% polyamide, 10% polylactic. It's 50 grams and 100 meters. The color number here is 41. And I'm gonna use my size 5 crocheting hook here. So I'm gonna take out, obviously like I always do, the middle of the ball of yarn. Okay, not working so nicely, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start from the outside. I'm gonna start with chain stitches. And I'm going to choose an even number of chain stitches here. So I need a basis of 2 per every star that I'm trying to crochet. And then we add 4. So I'm going to do 6 stars, so 12 chain stitches, and then another 4, so that's 16 total. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So you can see already that it's really easy to crochet with this size crocheting hook. And so now I'm going back and I'm going to skip 1 chain stitch here, and then I go into the next one and we'll pull up the thread. I have 2 on the hook now. Then I go into the next stitch. I have 3 on the hook. Then into the next stitch, I have now 4 on the hook. And then once more. And now we have 5 threads on the hook. Then I'm going to pull it through all of these loops. And with that, we have our first half star. Okay, then I go with my hook and I pull it through. So that's a chain stitch. All right. Then I'm going to go here into the center again. Now 2 on the hook. Then I will go here into the base again. Okay, you can kind of pull it apart a little so you can see better. I'm going to pull the thread through and then into the next 2 chain stitches here, 1 and 2, until we have again 5 threads on the hook. Then I pull it all the way through. And my second star is almost done, so 1 chain stitch additional here and then we're done. Then here we go into the center again, then in the base, and then we have 3 on the hook, and then again into the next chain stitch, pull the thread through, and the next chain stitch and pull the thread through. And then all the way through, and we add a chain stitch. And then this one's also done. I'm just here pulling a little more wool. And we continue. So we will poke into the middle, then into the base, and then into the next 2 chain stitches. And then all the way through, chain stitch, into the middle, then into the base, and then into the next 2 chain stitches. Okay, we have 5 on the hook. We go through all 5. And we already have 5 here. So we will add 1 more, just like we had planned, because we have 3 chain stitches left here. And as you saw, for every new star, I'm adding 2 new chain stitches. 5 and all the way through. I kind of got stuck here a little bit. There we go. all the way through, chain stitch, and then that star is also done. Or yeah, half done, because obviously we still need the second row. Into this very last chain stitch that we have left over, I am going in and I'm adding a single crochet, and then this first row is done. So now I'm going to take one chain stitch for height, I turn it all around, and then into every center that I have here for the stars, that's what I'm going to go into. So always right here where I'm that's in between my thumbs. You can kind of pull it apart to see a little better. So that's exactly where we'll go in, and then we will add 2 single crochets. Okay, first single crochet, second single crochet. So the second row is a little simpler. So we always go into that center and then we add the single crochets. Okay, and then the row number 2 is done. Let's have a look at the other side, because you can see the pattern there a little better. You can see the stars, perfectly here. And here on this other side, you can also see them, but it's not quite as obvious. And they just appear, I think, a little nicer on the other side. Okay, then we go into the last stitch here, and we will add a single crochet. Then here again we have the front side now, and this time we will start with 2 chain stitches. Then we turn it around and we go into the first stitch right away. Now we have 2 in the hook, now 3 in the hook, and then we continue. No, I think I have to skip one actually. Sorry, I'm going back. So we skip the first chain stitch and then we go into the second one. And then here we go into the first stitch that's here on the row before, 3 on the hook. And then we have here the 2 single crochets from the row before that we put into the center of the star of the row before. And that's right where I'm going to go in. That's what I'm adding to the star. Okay? Okay, now we have the wool on the hook 5 times, then I pull it through all, and now we have the new center of the next star, right above. Okay, chain stitch, and then we continue, so right back into the center, into the base, then the next 2 single crochets. And so we always have 5 on the hook, and then we continue with the next one. Okay? And so we always go in and we add a chain stitch after when we pull it up. Okay, and here we are creating the next row already with stars. So we are going to do this all the way over again to the other side. Okay, 5 on the hook, chain stitch into the center, into the base, and then into the next 2. And then here we have the last one, and we add a single crochet just for the border. Then we already have our next row done. It's 6 stars every row, and here we're going to take again another chain stitch for height, and then we go into the stars again, into the centers, and we will add single crochets, 2 per star. And then we will continue again with 2 chain stitches for height, and then we turn it around and again continue with the stars. I'm going to continue doing this for a little bit and then I'll give you an update. Alright guys, so here's my update for you. As you can see, I've done 8 rows now already in the pattern, so it's always 2 rows and they kind of come together to create one. So yeah, on this side you can just see this really well. You always have to think about the rows where you just have the single crochet, so you start with 1 chain stitch, and the basis for the stars, you always start with 2 chain stitches for the height. Okay, and yeah, then everything is basically just always the same, and you just continue with the same pattern that we were just doing. At the border, we always have a single crochet on both sides, basically just to have this nice straight edge. But yeah, just as you can see, the stars just look a little nicer here on the front side instead of the back. But I think this is a really nice pattern also for like headbands, for example, where you can only always just see one side, basically. Yeah, and maybe you can even add some fleece or something that's a little, that gives a little more warmth, you know, just because the stars obviously have a little bit of holes inside. But yeah, I really hope that you guys like this video. If you did, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time here at DIY Ideas. Bye guys!